My name is Jamaladeen Tacuma, and you're tuned in to New Visions on VH1. Right now, I'm going to play for you, and along with me, I have a friend of mine from Philadelphia. His name is Dennis Alston on drums and percussion. Yay! Anyway, Dennis and I, we sort of grew up together in Philadelphia, and we were in the same classroom in, was it ninth grade?
Yeah.
Ninth? Mm-hmm. Yeah. How can I forget that? Anyway, Dennis is my new band, which the band is called Spectacle, and we're going to play for you right now a piece from that new record that's going to be out very shortly, from the album Jukebox on Grand Vision Records. The name of the tune is called Rhythm of Your Mind. I had the pleasure of working for a long time, for about maybe 12 years or more, with Ornette Coleman, saxophonist, legendary saxophone, alto saxophonist and composer, Ornette. I wonder what Ornette would have sounded like playing with Duke. I bet that would have been really something good to hear. Ornette's band Prime Time is a sort of a big band also, but usually everybody comes up to me and asks me, well, what about Prime Time? Why do you have two bass players, two guitar players, two drummers, and Ornette just in the front? First of all, Ornette always thinks of himself as not being the actual person in the front playing the saxophone, and, you know, he has the band playing behind him. No, no, no. That's not the concept of this band. This band, the Prime Time, to me, the Prime Time band is the epitome of compositional improvising, melodical improvising. Whereas you can have two basses, you can have three basses, you can have four basses, you can have two guitars, 19 guitars, it doesn't matter, as long as those particular instrumentalists do not get in each other's way and they complement each other in the music. That's very strange, I know, but not far from really understanding what it is. It's very, very nice, very clear. And Ornette in the Prime Time band has a certain way of getting the musicians to come together and to play together and to gel together, producing more exciting music. I guess that's why he showed me some video clips of himself playing in Nigeria with some Nigerian musicians. The strange thing about it, this video clipping showed these musicians, they didn't have any music in front of them or anything, and you might have thought you heard Kool and the Gang. I mean, it was incredible music. It was really nice. So, to me, the Primetime Band is really, I think people are still trying to understand it, but yet it's not so deep that you can't understand it because it's very natural. Very natural. So much for my... You're tuned in to New Visions on VH1. We'll be right back with more great videos for you. I know everyone... Some people that I know, they like his music. I like his music very much, and most of the people that I know, it's the kind of music that you sit home and you relax, you know. I remember one time, my wife, she's watching, we were having dinner one time, and I brought the speakers up, and we were eating dinner, listening to this music. She probably had no idea what it was, but it sounded very nice and was very pleasing. I know I'm a musician, you know, I listen to these things. I was asked to describe my musical fantasy. Well, actually, I thought one time, it's two parts to that, I guess. I'm going to make it very short. But one half of that is I had a dream one time that I was envisioning this very beautiful flowing music that was performed by string players and myself, which sort of was a dream come true when I recorded my first album, Showstopper. And I had the pleasure of doing that record with the string quartet, the Ebony String Quartet in Philadelphia, along with Wilhelmina Fernandez, who was the vocalist in the movie Diva, which I thought was a fantastic movie. So that was, the name of that piece was called The Bird of Paradise. So for me, that was sort of a musical fantasy, whereas I had this dream of this nice flowing music, and it became a reality. But in a deeper way, it would be a great fantasy to have music as an instrument to bring about world peace. Now, I know what makes peace. People understanding themselves first and then understanding others. But I think that if music could really reach people and touch people in a certain way that would bring them together even more, to me that would really be my ultimate fantasy, to have peace in the world, and if music could do it, that being my instrument of getting that across. Other than all that deep stuff, of course I like to play with like all the great musicians of the world and collaborate with them and produce like people. I love, you know, to work as a producer with many different people, play my bass as much as I possibly can. And there's so many great musicians. I would do such an injustice to say one in particular, but like weird concepts, mixtures, you know, like that kind of thing. I would like to do that very much. That would be my ultimate musical fantasy. You're tuned into New Visions here on VH1.